Are you ready to ace your next big tech interview? Software engineering isn't just about writing code. It's about mastering the principles that build robust, scalable systems. In this video, we will cover software engineering interview questions and answers, ultimate certification prep. Master the fundamentals of software engineering with this comprehensive MCQ guide. In this video, we dive deep into 30 essential software engineering MCQs covering SDLC, Agile, design patterns, and testing strategies to ensure you are fully prepared for your certification or job interview. Before we begin, make sure to grab a notepad to track your score. Which software development model is characterized by its iterative and incremental nature, allowing for frequent feedback and changes? Option A, waterfall model. Option B, spiral model. Option C, V model. Option D, Big Bang model. The correct answer is B. The spiral model is a risk-driven process model that combines the iterative nature of prototyping with the controlled and systematic aspects of the waterfall model. It allows for incremental releases and constant refinement through four main quadrants: planning, risk analysis, engineering, and evaluation. This makes it ideal for large, complex, and high-risk projects where requirements may evolve over time. What is the primary goal of the requirements elicitation phase in software engineering? Option A, to write the actual code of the system. Option B, to gather information from stakeholders to understand system needs. Option C, to test the system against user expectations. Option D, to design the database schema. The correct answer is B. Requirements elicitation is the process of seeking, uncovering, acquiring, and elaborating the requirements for a computer-based system. It is a critical first step where engineers communicate with clients, end users, and stakeholders to identify the business goals, functional needs, and constraints of the project. Failure here often leads to project failure. In Scrum, who is responsible for prioritizing the product backlog? Option A, Scrum Master. Option B, Development Team. Option C, Product Owner. Option D, Project Manager. The correct answer is C. The product owner is the sole person responsible for managing the product backlog. This includes clearly expressing items, ordering them to best achieve goals and missions, and ensuring the backlog is visible, transparent, and clear to all. While they may take input from others, the final decision on priority rests with them. Which type of testing focuses on verifying that a specific unit of code works as expected? Option A, integration testing. Option B, system testing. Option C, unit testing. Option D, acceptance testing. The correct answer is C. Unit testing is the smallest level of software testing where individual components or modules of a software are tested in isolation. The goal is to isolate each part of the program and show that the individual parts are correct. It is usually performed by developers during the coding phase. What does the S in solid principles stand for? Option A, System Integrity Principle. Option B, Single Responsibility Principle. Option C, Scalability Principle. Option D, Software Sustainability Principle. The correct answer is B. The Single Responsibility Principle. SRP, states that a class should have one, and only one, reason to change. This means a class should perform a single specialized task. Following SERP makes classes smaller, easier to understand, and more maintainable, reducing the side effects of changes. Which type of maintenance is performed to fix errors discovered after the software has been released? Option A, adaptive maintenance. Option B, perfective maintenance. Option C, corrective maintenance. Option D, preventive maintenance. The correct answer is C. Corrective maintenance refers to the tasks performed to identify, isolate, and rectify faults or bugs in a system so that it can be restored to an operational state. This is reactive and occurs after a user reports an issue or a failure is detected in the production environment. What is the primary purpose of a baseline in software configuration management? Option A, to store the very first version of the code. Option B, to serve as a formally reviewed and agreed upon version of a work product. Option C, to measure the performance of the development team. Option D, to define the minimum hardware requirements. The correct answer is B. A baseline is a software configuration management concept that helps us to control change without impeding justifiable change. It is a specification or product that has been formally reviewed and agreed upon, which thereafter serves as the basis for further development and can be changed only through formal change control procedures. Cyclomatic complexity is a measure of Option A, the number of lines of code. Option B, the number of independent paths through a program's source code. Option C, the time complexity of an algorithm. Option D, the number of users the system can handle. The correct answer is B. Cyclomatic complexity is a software metric used to indicate the complexity of a program. It is a quantitative measure of the number of linearly independent paths through a program's source code. It is calculated using the control flow graph of the program and helps in determining the minimum number of test cases required for path coverage. In the context of software quality, what is reliability? Option A, the ease with which software can be modified. Option B, the ability of a system to perform its required functions under stated conditions for a specified period. Option C, the extent to which software can be reused in other applications. Option D, the speed at which the software responds to user input. The correct answer is B. Reliability is the probability of failure-free software operation for a specified period of time in a specified environment. It is a key attribute of software quality and is often measured in terms of mean time between failures, MTBF. It ensures the system is dependable and consistent. Which architectural style is characterized by a collection of small, independent services that communicate over a network? Option A, monolithic architecture. Option B, microservices architecture. Option C, layered architecture. Option D, client-server architecture. The correct answer is B. Microservices architecture is an approach to developing a single application as a suite of small services, each running in its own process and communicating with lightweight mechanisms, often an HTTP resource API. These services are built around business capabilities and independently deployable by fully Automated deployment machinery. What is regression testing? Option A. Testing a new feature for the first time. Option B. Rerunning functional and non-functional tests to ensure that previously developed software still performs after a change. Option C. Testing the software's performance under heavy load. Option D. Testing the software with random inputs. The correct answer is B. Regression testing is performed to confirm that a recent code change has not adversely affected existing features. It involves re-executing a subset of previously passed test cases to ensure that the core logic remains intact after updates, bug fixes, or configuration changes. Which of the following describes the critical path in project management? Option A. The shortest possible time to complete the project. Option B. The sequence of project activities which add up to the longest overall duration. Option C. The path with the most expensive tasks. Option D. The path that contains all the testing activities. The correct answer is B. The critical path method, CPM, identifies the longest stretch of dependent activities and measures the time required to complete them from start to finish. Any delay in an activity on the critical path will directly impact the project completion date. It helps managers focus on the most vital tasks. Which design pattern is used to ensure that a class has only one instance and provides a global point of access to it? Option A. Factory pattern. Option B. Observer pattern. Option C. Singleton pattern. Option D. Strategy pattern. The correct answer is C. The singleton pattern restricts the instantiation of a class to one single instance. This is useful when exactly one object is needed to coordinate actions across the system, such as a database connection pool or a configuration manager. What does the KISS principle stand for in software development? Option A. Keep it simple, stupid. Option B. Knowledge Integrated Software System. Option C. Kernel Integrated Security Suite. Option D. Keep it small and simple. The correct answer is A. The KISS principle states that most systems work best if they are kept simple rather than made complicated. Therefore, simplicity should be a key goal in design, and unnecessary complexity should be avoided. Simple code is easier to write, debug, and maintain. What is encapsulation in object-oriented programming? Option A. The ability of one class to inherit the properties of another. Option B. The bundling of data and the methods that operate on that data into a single unit. Option C. The ability to process objects differently based on their data type. Option D. The process of hiding the internal details of an application. The correct answer is B. Encapsulation is one of the four fundamental OOP concepts. It involves wrapping data, variables, and code methods together as a single unit. In encapsulation, the variables of a class will be hidden from other classes and can be accessed only through the methods of their current class, using getters and setters. In the waterfall model, when does the testing phase typically begin? Option A. Simultaneously with the coding phase. Option B. Before the design phase. Option C. After the implementation, coding phase is complete. Option D. during the requirements gathering phase. The correct answer is C. The waterfall model is a linear sequential flow. Each phase must be completed before the next phase can begin. Therefore, testing only starts once the implementation coding phase is fully finished. This is often cited as a drawback because bugs are found late in the cycle. What is black box testing? Option A. Testing with knowledge of the internal source code. Option B. Testing without knowledge of the internal workings of the item being tested. Option C. Testing only the user interface. Option D. Testing performed by the end user. The correct answer is B. Black box testing is a method of software testing that examines the functionality of an application without peering into its internal structures or workings. The tester is only aware of what the software is supposed to do, requirements, and provides inputs to verify the outputs against expected results. Which type of maintenance involves modifying the software to keep it usable in a changed or changing environment? Option A. Corrective maintenance. Option B. Adaptive maintenance. Option C. Perfective maintenance. Option D. Preventive maintenance. The correct answer is B. Adaptive maintenance is concerned with the change in the software environment, hardware or OS. It is performed to make the software compatible with new hardware, new operating systems, or other software that the system interacts with. Which metric measures the degree of relatedness of elements within a single module? Option A. Coupling. Option B. Cohesion. Option C. Abstraction. Option D. Encapsulation. The correct answer is B. Cohesion refers to the degree to which the elements inside a module belong together. In functional programming, for example, high cohesion means that a module performs a single task and nothing else. Software engineering aims for high cohesion and low coupling. What is a user story in Agile development? Option A. A detailed technical specification document. Option B. A short, simple description of a feature told from the perspective of the person who desires the new capability. Option C. A bug report submitted by a user. Option D. A legal contract between the client and developer. The correct answer is B. A user story is an informal, general explanation of a software feature written from the perspective of the end user. Its purpose is to articulate how a software feature will provide value to the customer. They typically follow the template, as a user, I want, goal, so that, reason, single quote. Which testing type is often referred to as alpha or beta testing? Option A. Unit testing. Option B. Integration testing. Option C. Acceptance testing. Option D. System testing. The correct answer is C. Acceptance testing determines if the system satisfies the acceptance criteria and enables the customer to determine whether or not to accept the system. Alpha testing is done by internal staff, while beta testing is done by a limited number of actual end users before general release. What is coupling in software design? Option A. The degree of interdependence between software modules. Option B. The process of joining two strings together. Option C. The number of lines of code in a module. Option D. The speed of the network connection. The correct answer is A. Coupling is the measure of the degree of interdependence between the modules. A good software design should have low coupling, meaning that changes in one module should have minimal impact on other modules. This increases reusability and maintainability. What does the DRY principle stand for? Option A. Data recovery yield. Option B. Don't repeat yourself. Option C. Document requirements yearly. Option D. Design reliable yields. The correct answer is B. DRY, don't repeat yourself, is a principle of software development aimed at reducing repetition of software patterns. Every piece of knowledge must have a single, unambiguous, authoritative representation within a system. Avoiding duplication makes code easier to maintain and less prone to bugs. In the MVC, Model View Controller, pattern, which component handles the business logic? Option A, View. Option B, Controller. Option C, Model. Option D, Database. The correct answer is C. The model represents the data and the rules that govern access to and updates of that data. In many implementations, it also contains the business logic. The view handles the display, and the controller handles the user input and interaction between model and view. What is an SRS document? Option A, System Recovery Solution. Option B, Software Requirements Specification. Option C, Standard Reusable Software. Option D, Source Registry System. The correct answer is B. A Software Requirements Specification, SRS, is a description of a software system to be developed. It lays out functional and non-functional requirements, and may include a set of use cases that describe user interactions that the software must provide. What is the difference between verification and validation? Option A. There is no difference. They are synonyms. Option B. Verification is, are we building the product right? And validation is, are we building the right product? Single quote. Option C. Verification is done by users. Validation is done by developers. Option D. Verification happens after release. Validation happens before. The correct answer is B. Verification ensures the product conforms to its design specifications. Internal consistency. Validation ensures the product meets the actual needs of the user. External correctness. Verification focuses on the process, while validation focuses on the end result. What is mean time to repair, MTTR? Option A. The average time between two consecutive failures. Option B. The average time required to fix a failed component and return it to service. Option C. The total time the system has been running. Option D. The percentage of time the system is available. The correct answer is B. MTTR is a basic measure of the maintainability of repairable items. It represents the average time required to repair a failed component. Lower MTTR is better, as it indicates that the system can be restored quickly after a failure. What happens during a sprint retrospective? Option A. The team demonstrates the work completed to the stakeholders. Option B. The team reflects on the past sprint to identify improvements for the next one. Option C. The team plans the tasks for the upcoming sprint. Option D. The product owner updates the product backlog. The correct answer is B. The sprint retrospective is an opportunity for the Scrum team to inspect itself and create a plan for improvements to be enacted during the next sprint. It happens after the sprint review and before the next sprint planning. Which of the following is a non-functional requirement? Option A. The system should allow users to log in. Option B. The system should generate a monthly report. Option C. The system should be able to handle 10,000 concurrent users. Option D. The system should calculate the tax correctly. The correct answer is C. Non-functional requirements. NFRs define system attributes such as security, reliability, performance, maintainability, and scalability, while functional requirements describe what the system does. Non-functional requirements describe how the system performs its functions. What does CCD stand for in modern software engineering? Option A. Continuous integration and continuous deployment. Option B. Code inspection and code delivery. Option C. Computed interface and computed design. Option D. Centralized integration and centralized deployment. The correct answer is A. CCD is a method to frequently deliver apps to customers by introducing automation into the stages of app development. C. Continuous integration refers to the automation of merging code changes. And CD. Continuous deployment, delivery, refers to the automated release of that code to production. That wraps up our 30 essential software engineering MCQ for today. How many did you get right? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more technical interview preparation content. For a complete, full-length practice exam experience, check out the comprehensive course link in the description below.